Hi, good evening, folks, and welcome again to the More Summer 2020 Adventures Day 63. It's August the 27th, 2020, at least for another 10 minutes or so. Okay. Um, had a great day today. A really great morning, as you heard from last night's video. We were able to spend some more time with Pastor and Sister Spear, and so we had a good homemade breakfast this morning here at the RV before they headed back to the Tri-State areas, and we headed east. Okay, tonight we're coming to you from the Jellystone Family Campground in Missoula, Montana. All right, we got here about 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that, local time. Of course, we lost an hour coming through the hills, so now we're on mountain instead of Pacific. So there's only 2 hours difference now between home and here instead of 3, but it was good. I saw some beautiful land. Folks, the mountains are in my heart. It's in my blood, all right? And just coming through the mountains there and seeing the streams, the creeks, then the rivers is just... And yes, I know, I'm seeing it in August. Wait till October, November, December, January, February, and March, when it's like, snow and ice and cold, okay? Yes, I realize that. I grew up in Colorado, okay? So it's in my blood, and I understand that. But hey, we got here and got checked in and got settled up okay. Went and did some shopping and took care of some things in town. And then, COVID strikes again. Okay. The reason that we're here, this whole reason that we're here in Missoula, and I didn't go further east before we stopped, was so I could go by the national headquarters for the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. The county or the city, and whomever is in charge, has decided they are non-essential, and so they're closed. So got some pictures on the outside and some pictures of the bronze elks and that's on the property, but as far as going into the visiting center and going to the gift shop, they're all closed. So, and of course we didn't find that out until later after we had already checked in. Otherwise I would have canceled the reservations yesterday and saved myself some money and went on further east. But it is what it is. Hey, it's called vacay. Okay. You're not supposed to get in a rush. Slow down, enjoy it. A lot of times, that's what I say, slow down and enjoy the journey as much as the destination. And sometimes, today was just an example of that I had to slow down, relax, and, hey, enjoy Missoula, okay? Which we did, all right? Stopped at St. Regis, which is between here and where we were in Cottoldo, Idaho. Idaho. But St. Regis is in Missouri, and had some good lunch and got some souvenirs and let me show you here, and some homemade fudge. It says huckleberry walnut, so yeah. So I got me some huckleberry fudge, and I'm going to put a hurting on it. But, yeah, it was a good trip. It really was. We didn't have any problems. The traffic was light and all of that kind of stuff. So I can't complain, the mountains, this little V10, it's trucking right along. Okay. We haven't had any problems with the RV and everything, and like I say, this is day 63 now. This new suspension that I had done a couple weeks ago, hey, it's working great. I can't complain. With come through some strong windy areas, just a piece of cake. And people told me when you get your upgrade done, it's going to be so much different, and it is. It is. So that being said, tomorrow we will be east and south. And that's all I'll tell you about that now. Okay, but tonight we're at Jellystone Family Campground here in Missoula, and just enjoying it. We had a good time today. Really, really did. Um, I got to see a little bit of the town, and didn't go down to the historical area because it was starting to get later, and we wanted to get back here and clean up and just take care of some things here at the RV. So, but it's a good day, and tomorrow, our next stop, I think we're going to be there 3 days. I think it is, or 4 nights, something like that. But we'll let you know what that is tomorrow. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much. And again, we were just so blessed to have time with Pastor and Sister Spear, and I thank him again for presenting the scripture yesterday and expounding a little bit on that, about satisfying the weary and blessing the sorrowful. So, and today's scripture, is Lamentations 3:22 and 23. Through the Lord's mercy, we are not consumed, because his passions do not fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. And of course, the short version, his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. And that's Lamentations 22 and 23. Through the Lord's mercies, we are not consumed, because his passions fail not. And you hear the scripture a lot. That great is your faithfulness, and the blessings are new every morning. And then that's true. An example being yesterday. Neither one of us had planned to see us again after Tri-Cities until we got to Tri-Cities, and the day that we were getting ready to leave, the day before, our last day there. And so, where are you going to be this time? And when you come back across, so they were able to make plans. But what neither one of us knew. Okay, she has a cousin she hadn't seen in over a year. I just randomly picked that campground. As you saw my video, it was just a random pick. I didn't know where to go. There was a guy that had a Marine Corps sticker on his truck and on his trailer. So as we were getting ready to leave to go eat last night, I had Pastor stop and roll the window down. I yelled, "Hey, devil dog." He turns around. Sister Spear is sitting behind Pastor Spear in the back seat with my wife. She goes, "That's my cousin." Great is his faithfulness. And his blessings are new every morning. She had no idea. I had no idea 6 months ago when I made the reservations. She had no idea this morning when they got on the road to come to Idaho from Tri-Cities that she was going to meet her cousin yesterday afternoon. Okay? Through the Lord's mercies, we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. That's just one example of many. And you can say, well, that's just coincidence. No, with God's children, there is no coincidence. Everything's good according to God's plan. Okay? It's like, well, that's just luck. Well, there's no such thing as luck. The definition of luck is when preparation meets opportunity. All right? Being faithful to God and his righteousness and serving him righteously. Like I said last night, he knows the desires of your heart. Okay? And all that's good. And I'm rambling on, folks, and I apologize for that, but now it's 12:02 Friday morning. Okay? We got up at 6 this morning. We lost an hour, so actually it's 11:02 back in Idaho where we were. But I want to make something clear, folks. And it's not scripture. It's not, okay. A lot of you that have been following me probably woke up this morning and said, well, there's no video. You're right. We were in a dead area. That campground, there's no signal, not even phone signal. We hooked up our hotspot, nothing. I mean, you have to have a signal in order for the hotspot to boost it up, right? No, there was no signal. Okay. So even though we made the video last night, yesterday afternoon or evening, uh, I wasn't able to post it until I got out of that dead spot, and we stopped at St. Regis this afternoon, right around 11, or actually it was about 1 o'clock this afternoon is when I was actually able to get to, well, I could stop driving and had time to post it. So, that's why the confusion, if there is some confusion, day 62 was actually posted this afternoon, and now I'll be posting day 63. Okay, even though it's past midnight, we'll get it done. Hey, y'all be blessed. God bless you, and we will see you again tomorrow, Lord willing. Bye now. Thanks for joining us.